I'm Bill Crabtree. I am a professor of recording industry at Middle Tennessee State University. We're in the Department of Recording Industry. We have 3 undergraduate majors, one in music business, one in commercial songwriting, and one in audio production. We also have a Master of Fine Arts degree in Recording Arts and Technologies. We are in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, near Nashville. We are in a brand new MTSU Studio D. We built these studios D and E, right next to each other. We opened in fall of 21. Well, we have in all of our studios, not just here in Studio D, but in studios A, B, D, and E, which are our main tracking spaces here at the school. We have 16-channel Hearback Pro systems in all 4 rooms. That allows us to feed a full mix or individual elements. You can feed a combination of stereo mixes and mono mixes, click track, or full mix up to 16 individual channels. So that could be 8 stereo mixes or 16 mono or any combination thereof. A system that has individual control, like the Hearback Pro system, is really great because it allows the musicians to mix their own mix to their preference. Sometimes the bass player needs more bass, or the drummer needs more drums, and the guitarist doesn't want so much of that in his mix. He or she is going to want to have more guitar. Also, the same thing for a vocalist. Vocalist needs to hear themselves well, but that might not be as important to the other players when tracking. It really takes a lot of weight off the engineer trying to juggle all those mixes simultaneously during a recording session. The engineer can provide a set of individual outputs to individual channels or submixes. In the case of drums, we can put the drums on a pair of channels, so we can put the full mix on a pair of channels, and people can just turn things up as they need. Also, for our students, we're teaching students how to work in the professional world, so they're going to encounter this type of system out there in studios around the world. So whether it's Hearback Pro or another multi-channel system, they do need to be able to handle that. So the way our system is set up here in Studio D is we have 2 main foldback outputs from the console, foldback A and foldback B. Those are stereo outputs. And we have those 2 paths routed normaled to the Hearback Pro on the first 4 channels. So those are very easy to set up for just a straightforward stereo mix or adding a second element in. The rest of the channels, 5 through 16, are on the patch bay, so we could feed that either directly from Pro Tools or from just the console direct outputs, or we could patch console buses from multiple channels into any of those 5 through 16 inputs, whether it's mono or stereo. So when designing our studios, we needed to select a system for our QMix for the studios. There are a number of different options out there, but we selected the Hearback Pro for a variety of reasons. One, which is just it was a good cost-effective solution for what we were trying to do. We could run up to 8 mixers off of one of the distribution amps, and it just worked well for our design. They are also fed by Cat 6 cables, so that was an easy run from the control room into the studio and to distribute to different areas of the studio. It's pretty easy to learn. It's pretty easy to figure out how to configure the interface on the main panel, and yeah, it works great.